Yokkaichi Port has been making a great contribution to the development of economic and industry as an important port of sea traffic since old times. The expand of logistics business in recent years has brought an increase of container liners both in numbers and size, and this trend now demands a port for more various facilities and completion, a specific important port. In 2000, dredging on the second and the third courses have been done with a large-size pump dredger, conducted by the 5th District Port Construction Bureau of the Ministry of Transport, for sharing them within a year. The third and second courses were dredged by 40 meters, whereas the third one is 1,400 meters long and 160 meters wide, and the second 1,800 meters and 200 meters wide. The dredged mud from the third course is supposed to be carried to Kasumigaura North Pier, and that from the second to the Ishihara area. The North Pier, where the mud from the third course is being carried in, is getting full, and an issue about water contamination level there was brought up to be discussed. Yokkaichi Port Construction Office of the 5th District Port Construction Bureau carried out the water contamination preventative measures with coagulant and precipitant against the issue. The method that they adopted here is called HydroClean Line Mixer Method with inorganic coagulant. The total size of the reclaimed land in Kasumigaura North Pier is 32 hectares, and 80% of the mud has been carried in so far, and it is at the final phase of reclamation. Another 34,000 cubic meters of the dredged mud are planned to be carried in this time. Various kinds of measures to prevent sludgy water have been done so far, and coagulant and precipitant, which are about to be introduced here, is one of them. The dredging is done by a large-sized pump dredger of with 8,000 horsepower class. Pump dredger requires large amount of water at dredging and generates also a large amount of sludgy water. Thus, water contamination preventative measure by using coagulant was brought up to apply to the North Pier, which is now at its final phase of reclamation construction. HydroClean Line Mixer method was adopted in this site, in which HydroClean, inorganic coagulant, and polymer coagulant are injected directly to sludge pipe through the line mixer. Here is the flow of the engineering method. The dredged mud collected by a pump dredger is delivered to the reclaimed land through the sludge pipe on the bottom of the sea. HydroClean produced in the plant is delivered with the annex pump to the line mixer, which is implemented in the sludge pipe, and then mixed and agitated there with dredged water. It gets mixed and agitated again with polymer coagulant in line mixer before it gets released. This is a production plant of the construction site. It is capable of mass production of the materials efficiently in case more supplies are requested by pump dredgers, which are getting larger in size these days. On the other hand, polymer coagulant gets dissolved in a dissolution tub and is delivered to the line mixer with the annex pump as well as HydroClean. The adoption of this line mixer makes it possible to mix and agitate each coagulant with large amount of dredged water instantly. Each line mixer is located at the appropriate position according to the time that each coagulant needs to react with soil particle contained in dredged water. This is a releasing point. The dredged water released on the reclaimed land begins to separate from mixtures of soil water soon after being released on the land. Large flocks and separate water can be seen here. This shows that HydroClean caused soil particles to stick together, and large flocks are formed by polymer coagulant, and accordingly the fast precipitation occurred. This is drainage, the excessive water caused by the separation process of water from solids and water are ejected directly from the drainage. drainage criterion of excessive water is 60 ppm and the value was monitored by SS sensor continuously. Besides this monitoring, several testing by sampling, such as measurement of specific gravity and precipitation testing with a cylinder, is being operated. In addition, the effect of HydroClean is being examined in many possible ways such as follows. Ratio of the water content with precision machine. SS. Water analysis by measuring pH value. Separation testing with jar tester. And precipitation effect with a large cylinder. Dredging work by pump dredger is operated basically in 24-hour basis. The plan to add coagulant was also in operation to support the work cycle. In 30 days after the completion of the construction, water on the surface is gone, and crack can be seen in several parts where the sludge pressure is low. It can be confirmed that drying is in progress. The separation effect on HydroClean, which separates water from mixture of solids and water, can be effective for each salt particle. It is considered that the time required for drying and dehydration on the whole reclaimed land gets shortened drastically. Yokkaichi Port, Ishihara area. HydroClean line mixer method as the water contamination preventative measures has been carried out here as well. For public understanding of the effect of HydroClean line mixer method with the coagulant, seminar of dredging work was held. The safety of HydroClean is verified by various kinds of examinations. HydroClean is friendly to the environment. HydroClean line mixer method works to prevent water contamination and pollution that are getting worse, and contribute to the better environment for human life and nature.